Alright everybody, welcome to the Creator Series around Monza, and today is our first Creator Series race, and jumping in to the Italian Grand Prix, we're with Aston Martin this weekend, teammates with Big Boy GB, so let's see what we can do. We've got a pretty decent setup from qualifying, but yes, without further ado, we're going to get into the session in qualifying. I'm extremely nervous for this one. My first time racing with these boys. Unfortunately, there's a bit of an audio error with the PlayStation Discord system where it doesn't pick up the other people's voices. So that's a bit of a shame, so I'm going to commentate when there's complete silence for your pleasure. But of course, we go out at the start, and it has to be the Inter's Championship. So that's what we've got right here, and I'll let you have a look at my lap. So obviously, it's not very often that you drive on Inters, whereas the other boys tend to do that quite a bit, actually.
Accidentally downshift.
As you can see, we're kind of struggling with confidence, but it's something that we'll get used to, I'm sure.
The line into his championship! Ooh, P5. That's pretty bad.
It was at this moment that I realised.
Oh my god, fuck off. No, I did the same. Oh.
I didn't put my setup on.
This is just great.
So me and Infratic Fabio.
Park for me, please. I'll start from the pit lane. I don't care. I just please.
Yeah, me and Fabio both forgot to put on our setups. So 2 default setups around Monza, which means 0 acceleration and 0 straight line speed, with a touch of understeer as well. So why not? Let's see what we can do. In our first quali lap now, it's obviously going to be better than the Inters, so don't worry about the delta. It's quite flattering right now through the first Lesmo. I was very worried about how this would drive because I had done quite a few hours of practice for this in time trial and regular sessions to get used to my setup and become confident. For my first ever full race, by the way, I've never done a full 100% race on this game, so 53 laps was going to be quite daunting to me. As we cross the line now, let's see where we go. Not great, hey? So we've got to let everyone go past, of course. Being very careful, I do not want to take anyone out. I was terrified. So at this point, by the way, you're probably wondering, why is there a session warning? And the answer to that is because there was no time left in the session to get out and do a lap. But I didn't know that, because when you're on the PS5, again, this PS5 is terrible, I need to get a PC. On the PS5, when you're streaming with the face cam in the bottom corner, it covers the screen as you're using it. So, as you can see now, I'm trying to cut any possibility that I can to get myself out for a lap here on the back of Ben, but we already know that we're not going to get it done.
Oh, he's put it on the middle sector, never mind.
Fucking hell, Ethan.
I fucked it, boys. I'm not going to make it.
Oh no.
I've spent too long trying to set up my tyres and shit. I went on trying to find a setup and yeah, fuck me. I'm going to stop P20, aren't I?
Yeah, dude.
Woody, Chez, Chaco, Matty, and Kerbal.
Way too conservative.
Don't ask. Don't ask. I didn't get around for my lap.
Maybe it's the strat. Maybe I don't trust you guys going into turn 1. Did you ever think about that?
That's a great idea.
Yeah, this is
there you go.
Don't even.
Who's Ethan Woody?
I'm gonna leave you boys with that one.
He needs to submit his PC files immediately.
Washed.
Is he in the 104%? Is he in the 104% rule?
107.
Whatever, same thing.
How long have you been an F1 fan?
Lads.
Drive to Survive fan, innit?
Yeah. Wait, no, listen here. On time trial, I set a 118.8, which isn't that great, but anyway.
Pure skill.
Now let's go. It's going to be an Aston Martin sandwich. I'm going to be P1.
Start finish line, keep it within the track limits if possible. GB grabs provisional pole, 19.041 from GB. That's when the Haas is off then. We're right on board with Meraki. GB still on top, but not for long because Meraki, 18.890, grabs pole position then for the Italian Grand Prix.
So it wasn't quite the Aston Martin sandwich that GB and I had hoped for, but as we're heading into this, I'm very terrified of creating any havoc in this race, so I thought I'd go long. I thought maybe with some safety cars we could make it for a medium soft if we got some nice spaced out safety cars, but we didn't. Yeah, we didn't really want to use the soft because obviously the tyre life from the game is way too optimistic. As we're lining up on the grid, let's start well without overshooting the grid spot. Get across to the left a little bit and we've perfectly lined up. And it is time for our first race in the Creator Series, starting from P20 now. The 5 red lights are on. And we are off and racing with a fair bit of lag. As you can see, we already get a great launch on Ches next to us. And down into turn 1 now, we're not getting any closer to Taco Man, so we're going to lift. Because we don't want to accidentally go into the back of this massive group of people. And look at all the smoke, which has just blinded us like we're playing COD or something. Into turn 1, the PlayStation graphics are absolutely diabolical. It's painful. There's no need to jump around it. And we're quite happy with that. We've done it clean, made up a position, and no pain so far. They're going side by side almost. And again, you can see that smoke is going to throw us off as we can't see the apexes or anything like that. So it's just muscle memory at this point. Going a little bit wide through the Lesmos. They're too wide. Lesmo 2, he's going to have to pull out there, Matty. And we could get a decent run on him now if we get the ERS down. I don't know if there's a move happening here though. Yeah, they've also got the ERS, so we're going to lift off early and let them sort each other out. Get the power down nice and early now. Watch out.
Boys! Boys!
We're almost going to be 3 wide. We're going down the inside. And we pull out. Playing it smart. On the exit here, we might just get past the AlphaTauri. With a little slipstream from Taco and stubbornness from us, we get past up into P16. Down the inside of turn 1, we're just trying to keep out of the contact. We know we're not going to get that move done. Taco was well and truly ahead, but yeah, just taking the inside line so we don't break into the back of the next car. And you can see they're off the line. We got a decent launch on Ches, and that was all we needed, because I think Ches had the same idea as us. You know, there's no chance of us getting anywhere through this bunch, so just play it smart. And that's exactly what Ches did. Look how lenient he was, leaving us all sorts of space behind, which was good to see. Going defensive now to the AlphaTauri of Maddie. On the exit, he might just have us, and yeah, the setup has no straight line speed, so we're very vulnerable in these positions, as he's going to go around the outside.
Okay, focus. We need to stay on board.
And that was very close to tapping his rear right tyre with our front left, and now it's a sprint down the line with Matty. And can we keep the position? It looks like we will. I think he's going to pull out there. We used all of our battery though, which is not ideal at Monza. I mean, it goes quickly, but you want to be careful.
What is going on?
All sorts of battling up ahead, but I don't think we're going to have the power to get anything done. Maybe Curbs, we could try around the outside. He leaves a gap.
Curbs, I'm on the outside.
Nothing doing.
Never mind.
If it wasn't for the lag in those sorts of situations, it's where you try and go for a bit of a switchback, but you really have to be careful here, as we're getting tapped from the AlphaTauri behind. But
acceleration on the default setup out of corners is fucking atrocious. Sorry, my language. Go, Maddie.
Maddie's going for a move, and we're just going to let him take that one on the soft tyres. There's no good battling that, but he goes a little bit slow now through Ascari. And on the exit, hopefully he can give us a nice slipstream to maintain the DRS.
Makes 2 of us.
Into turn 1 now. There's always going to be action. Maddie tries to look for a move and doesn't get it. And we go really deep. And had to take evasive action there.
Sorry, Punju.
And Punju actually getting caught up because of it. And we're going to let him go.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, that was a little bit dodgy from us there. Kind of cut him off trying to keep it on the track. And there's action again. There's a yellow flag. Just lots of slow cars maybe. Some front wings maybe will get knocked off. As you can see, Curbs is getting all sorts of caught up. On the back of Punju, can we get the acceleration? We don't have anything through the Lesmos, so we just have to hope for a bit of battling through Ascari, and we might be able to get a good exit here. There's our first warning of the race.
Warning.
3 of those, and we are in the bin. And we've got a driver off the track. It looks like Dale has binned it down the straight. He might have been tapped. I'm not too sure what happened there. But as people are pitting, Punji tries to send us with a dummy into the pits. I don't know. But there's no chance we're ever going to pit here on the mediums. We know there's going to be quite a few safety cars, or so I predict. But after the first safety car, P13 is where we end up. So not too bad. Not too bad at all.
That's not scary. Ben on the back of me right at the start.
So we got Tiamat Marduk behind us. That's terrifying stuff. He will be rapid, not only because of his tyres, but because of the driver that he is. But into turn 1, we keep him behind through the smoke. He gets caught up there with Persia, who actually kind of tangles a little bit with him, and as do the drivers in front of us. Let's see if we can get anything going here. It won't be long till Ben passes us, I presume, as we struggle to get it turned in through the Lesmos. I'm sure he gets a better exit here. Not into Ascari though, we managed to keep him behind for now. He hasn't looked down the inside. But we get caught up on the curbs, and here's Ben's chance to fly straight past us. And that's exactly what he's going to do. Thanks to Ben, we do manage to keep Persia behind on the next lap. And into turn 1, we're playing it safe. And a lot of cars now are getting caught up again. And the smoke, time and time again, it's very frustrating. There's another console player in this creator series who is having the exact same problem. And yes, as I say there, no acceleration through Ascari. And the same goes on the exit of Parabolica, as we're getting swallowed up by everybody down the straights. And we go really deep with Matty there. But given enough room, and on the exit we might be able to get some straight line speed going for once. Now we've got to defend from Taco Man down the inside, and we get it done. We keep the keep the position, stop him from making the move, but it's not going to be long now until he goes for it. And there we go. We're going to lift, give him the move. We get a better line through Ascari, but he's quite late on turning in there. Broke nice and carefully, and we have a little moment on the exit. Code Brown moment. And here goes Webby now, side by side, into turn 1. What's going to happen here? Late under braking.
Jesus, Webby, Webby, Webby! Jesus.
Slow down, your delta's negative. Okay, there's been an incident on track resulting in loose debris. Fortunately, the marshals have managed to clear it up in time, and there are so far no plans for a safety car. What happened?
No, so me and Webby were going side by side down the straight, and then as I think he was too focused on me, and then didn't realise that obviously everyone had banked up in front of him, and so he had to abandon his braking point and just try and make it through without ramming into the back of people. I think it was evasive to the people in front of him, but ended up. Yeah, I'm playing a very risky game here. I'm just saying, I'm not going to win on pace. I need to accept that. Like, my straight line speed compared to you guys is completely atrocious. And my corner exit, the acceleration is terrible. Same.
We didn't get a great safety car restart. And as you can see, by the way, guys, we're up into P7 now from staying out again on our mediums, which is going to get us swallowed up by Tom. The man himself. I'm sure he's saying, thank you, as he goes past us into P7. He goes, and we're back down to P8. And it won't be the last of the positions we lose, as we've got very quick drivers in Meraki and Skyzy behind us. So, yeah, just wait until they go flying past us. See you later, Skyzy. And right now, we're just going to try and use them.
Is so bad. Oh, my God.
Going to try and use them to our advantage. And there we go. Safso gets past us as well, as he must have squabbled with Meraki to have Meraki now behind us instead. and we get our second warning for track limits, and we accidentally upshift there, and we're going to have even worse straight line speed now because of it, but at the end of the day, we're going to lose the position anyway, so go ahead. See you later, Jake. And there's one, and there's two going straight past us now. Infratic and Hayden Gullis, Fabio in front of us in the Mercedes, also on the default setup. So it's kind of the battle of the washed at the moment. So let's see, into turn one, late under brakes, the smoke is now going to be haunting us again.
Oh.
Terrible exit there, and Punju now is right on the back of us too. So we're kind of in a world of our own here. Probably the only drivers to still be on like their first mediums. I think everyone else has pitted from a first set of mediums. I think we might have GB still on his set of hards from the beginning.
Oh my god! What just happened?
We get hit there from Punju under brakes. That's a matter of lag, I believe, as we were discussing afterwards.
Yeah, I got diffuser damage.
Yeah, look, I can't really blame anyone for those sorts of incidents because we're lagging and we've got someone off behind us. Who was that and what happened? Dale. No. Yeah, I got diffuser damage.
Oh my god, he's jumping over.
Oh no!
Oh no, Dale's gone.
I've lagged out.
Let me know you're okay.
No, man!
Oh, damn!
It's so hard to do a Scary with a broken rear wing, man, honestly. Sorry, everyone.
Do we pit? Nah, we're not going to pit. At the end of the day, we have no pace, so we just have to bank on hopefully getting lucky with this.
What the fuck? What just happened? I got hit!
Okay, well we got... Bro. Where did my teammate go? My teammate just spun!
What just happened?
Ethan, what are you doing?
That's why he needs new tyres.
I got hit!
Can Ethan box for an extra 50?
That was not my fault.
It was curbs. I saw curbs.
Lads.
Ethan Woody's just had a little spin, which has dropped him through the grid. I don't exactly know what's happened, but one of these just snatched a brake or has lost the rear end. But he's 4,050.
I'll tell you what happened. I got hit by curbs.
Not surprised, to be honest with you. Those tyres are probably cooked at this point. Because we are actually getting to what is basically the 50% mark during the race. And the fact that we still have so many more racing laps to go here. So much more excitement for everyone watching for the Creator Series, and the same car is in this lap. I was worried we were going to stick it out for another lap, but nope.
So we were in P10 on our shit strategy, but still in P10, and we had GB and Ben behind us. As we're going to get done here, around the outside. It's a clean move there. We afforded the space, but that's a great move from Mitchie. As we're going to try and go back now. And not get anything of it. As he goes quite deep, but keeps his position now, and we've got the Red Bull driver on the soft, so we're just going to let him go, as Jochen is much quicker than us, pace and tyres, and we've got a driver, Matty, off the track now, and that's a position gained. They're really loving the side-by-side through Ascari there, and it's only a matter of time until something happens into turn one now, through the smoke. And everyone is everywhere, and we're probably benefiting from actually not being involved there.
I can't see the corner. Boys, this isn't going to end well.
Predicting something will happen here, and it might just. They've made it through cleanly again. But my stress levels are rising every time we go through Ascari now. Into turn one, same thing happens. Jochen almost cutting the curb there a little bit. And luckily Mitchie doesn't get caught up by that. And here Punju now.
Oh, come on, guys. Jochen, brother, why? Jochen!
Sorry, mate. Sorry. My mistake. Sorry. Oh, fuck.
What happened here, boys?
That was this. I think Jochen spun.
Nah, just
Scary maybe.
Just
fuck.
went
So
from
Ben,
3
do I pitch
positions
this
to
time?
1
Or what's
corner.
So I predicted it. Yeah, Ascari 2-3 wide.
Skyzy into
Not
the
what you
pits
want.
now, and Hayden follows them as well. We'll see if anyone else decides to come into the pit. Strategy is out the window at this point. I think it was out the window on the first safety car, but yeah, I agree. There is some absolute banana strategies going on here. Ethan Woody, by the way, still on his tyres. He started the race on, and he's still in points.
Fantastic. I mean, it's going to be one of those races where if you keep your nose clean, you've got a good chance of points here.
Okay, Ches, I might be lagging. So give me like 15 car lengths, maybe?
So we thought about going into the pits there, but the last second thought better of it. And on the restart here, it's really late from the leader. And in P10 now, after the safety car, everybody, well not everybody, but a lot of people have boxed. And we found ourselves back into the point scoring positions right now. And through the smoke we go for yet another time.
Jochen, no!
And we're going to let Jochen go there. Try and get a better exit and keep with the soft rubber. Hopefully he can tow us. And with the help of DRS, we might be able to stay with him. But Skyzy is also quicker, so we're going to let him go too. Off he shoots into Parabolica. And before you know it, Hayden's also with us. And we're going to go and let him have this one as well. Off you go, son. And that's Hayden gone. But now we've got Curbs as well. Down our inside. And somehow we've made contact there.
Shit, Curbs. It's a lag. I'm so sorry, boys. Boys, I'm so sorry. It's my internet, boys. It's my internet. I knew Hayden, I was not going to try and stick it in there because jumping across the curb plus this desync is not the way to go.
And finally, we are going to come into the pits now for hard tyres. And out we come. We're going to be very far down the order.
And Ethan changes as well. Ethan finally onto a new set of tyres.
And onto hards.
He's onto hards. That was quite the stint from Ethan. I got to respect it. And now he's on a new set of tyres. I'm sure he'll enjoy those a lot more.
Yeah, he'll be so grateful for the grip they have, those new tyres. But safety car number 5. Look at us go. Look at us go. Really motoring through it here. We are now at the finished race distance for 50%.
So P15 now on brand new hard tyres, as is Jochen, and quite a few people around us. They're really squabbling through turn 1 again, and this is where we could try and get a better exit, and we don't. But we're going to try one down the inside of Jochen here, but he's holding on strong, so we're going to let him have it and see if we can get a better line now. It's quite narrow and he's a bit slippery through the first part of the chicane, but for now, nothing doing for us, and we're still in P15. There was lots of battling at the front of the field throughout this race. GB and Ben were well and truly gunning for it, with Tom being the main leader throughout all of it. And we have a massive little squabble through turn 1, and they're all getting caught up. We've got Infratic, Jochen, and Taco, and we almost have a little look down the inside of Jochen. But Taco has allowed him to maintain position. But Mitchie going slower.
Mitchie outside, inside, Mitchie.
Late under braking, we could get this done. But Jochen has allowed Mitchie to get back through. And unfortunately, we're also going to get jumped by Curbs here as we fall back into P16. So where we should have gained a position or two, we've lost them. So we slowed down there, thinking that there was going to be a safety car, but there wasn't.
No safety car?
Poor Fabio. Through the first les mode, the boys in front are battling again, and thankfully, we will be able to try and do something very soon if we can keep our tyres in a good working window. We've snuck into DRS there, and through Ascari, they're going quite slow, and we're right on the back of this three-way fight for P11 currently. And we're going to try it down the outside of Mitchie Hoyer, and we should get this done into the braking zone. We have cleared him completely and can take our favoured line way out wide and allow him right back into the fight. But he has a little moment on the exit, and that is perfect for us, as we can try and see a move on curbs potentially into turn 1. But of course, nothing came of that, and Taco Man actually conceded to him.
No!
We get our first penalty, our third warning, and it was a silly one as well. You see, we were just on the edge, and yeah, what a shame. Now Mitchie is going to try and get us back here, and we're gonna let him, braking a little bit early.
Those hard tyres as Michi Hoyer there, right on full attack. See if he can clear Ethan Woody right now, and Woody's right behind him, heading our way through in towards the first Lesmo. It's a battle for 13th place right now, and Woody's still wanting to see if he can find a way past through the second Lesmo we go.
And this is a massive battle now. We're going to try and get back past Mitchie through Ascari, but let him go again, and with a much better line. We don't have a whole lot of ERS to use, but we should be within the DRS. And they're going 3 wide into turn 1. And off they go. All 3 of them have gone off, and this is an opportunity for us. And we're going to try and be cheeky here and slip down the inside of both of them, and we have. What a move!
Shake the man who's trying to challenge him for that world title. We've got moves between Michi Hoyer and Curbs. Have they gone over the curb there? Oh, as Ethan Wood goes through the middle of both of them, and he's up into 12. Look at that. He's got a chance for B11 as he moves past Michi Hoyer into 11. Ethan Wood, and oh no, that's getting tight there. That was almost terrible. As I think that Michi has dived back up the inside, and he's into the gravel as Ethan Wood makes it back fast into 11. This is getting scrappy now.
That was a perfect moment of desync there. I feel really bad for Mitchie because he kind of lagged a bit across into my car, tapped me and had a little wobble, and then yeah, it appears that in reality I probably did tap him there a little bit onto the gravel, but from my laggy position, I thought I kept it clean. I thought I kept it clean until reviewing the replay at the end as well. So just a racing incident, but I feel terrible. And we also have a lot of people pitting now.
I said no. Chat. Doing it for the content. Let's go, baby. Let's push.
That was a fantastic stop.
GB is into the pits. And what that means,
guys, we could be onto some points here.
We've got to help him out. I don't want to let him get into DRS, not because I don't want him to have DRS, but because I don't want to slow down, because I am still in a fight here with a few other drivers.
We actually missed DRS. Yikes. Deal.
I need GB real quick. Come on.
Ben Box. Oh. Oh, wow.
And now is when we're going to let him go. Prioritizing our own race, but also allowing him...
Legend teammate, absolute legend.
...to do his thing.
Oh, GB!
Teammate's did alright, by the way. He's P7. Some good points for the Aston. Double Aston points finish would be nice, please. Ben's going to cook on himself, so it'll be quicker.
Is it within the regulations to slow down Ben for the sake of my teammate? Not slow him down, but like battle with him? For future reference, Ben, I'm sorry if anything happens.
Big push. Fastest lap is at stake here as well.
So we're hoping to fight Ben here.
Please, please.
We'll do my best. But he gets us well. Go on, Ben.
Nice work, mate. That brings you up a place.
I would have defended, but you caught me at a good time.
Yay. See, mate, I told you. I was telling you the good strats. I'm on your side.
You know, you actually were. Of course, of course. I saw you stick together, mate. Dive bomb into turn 1, Ben. Watch out.
Okay. I'm ready.
And now with Ben and GB past us, we are being swallowed up by Safso as well, which isn't a concern to me because he's not in our race. On mediums, fresh mediums for fresher mediums, and just better pace. But whoa, that was a bit bad.
Yo, Safso, that was a close lag one.
Indeed it was. Lag.
I don't want to speak too soon, but I've got a default setup. First race, I'm in P9 right now.
Proceeds to speak too soon. Now it's just about
guys,
putting in some...
Actually going to get some points here. 2 points. I reckon we finish P9.
Ben and GB, let's see them swap positions here, shall we? As Ben goes around the outside of GB, nothing GB can do because Ben is a rocket ship in a straight line. 3.6 seconds separate Ben and Hayden. Any chance we could see a 3-way fight for the podium?
Okay, Perrier, I'll let you go coming into the final corner, and then I won't attack you into turn 1. How's that sound?
Now Ben Daly has the DRS on that guy Vince, and with those soft tires, away we go. What the Mr. Tim Marduk still in 3rd place at the moment. GB86 just about managing to get himself into 4th place, gets the power down, and in one fell swoop there, Ben Daly and GB both making those 2 positions up against Vince and Gullis. Then
go Perrier, go Perrier.
Trying to work collaboratively here with the Ferrari. Take his DRS as we're about to start our final lap in our first ever Creator Series race, and we're battling with Michi Hoyer behind. We have a 3-second penalty and he's just without 3 seconds.
I've got the overspeed.
So with the help of DRS here and overtaking Perrier, if he doesn't battle us, we could be on for P9 here, but if we do get caught by Michi, it's only going to be P10. So let's see what we can do in the final lap of this race now. Surely, Perrier, leave it be, mate. Come on.
Alright, please. Ah, never mind.
On the softs, it was never going to be, was it?
Hey, I'll take it.
He has 6 seconds of penalties, so he's going to fall outside of the points. So right now, we are sitting P10 with only 1.5 sectors to go now. Tom wins the race in Alpine. What a race that was for him. Absolutely storming away. And off goes Perrier. And we're rounding the final corner in P9. But we will finish P10 in this race.
There we go. Vamos!
Ethan Woody will make his way across the line to finish 9th place on track. He might have that taken away, which he does, by Michi Hoyer, and Curves will make his way across the line shortly, but Ethan Woody will score points. He gets 1 point to his name there. You had to keep your nerve, keep your cool, keep that consistency, and if there's one man who's good at consistency, it's the man in the Alpine. Tom gets the race win.
Well, you couldn't really bet against him, could you? Even starting 11th, and Ethan Wood picks up driver of the day. And you know what? I don't think you could argue with that one. From last to a point, and really, he went everywhere in between. But yeah, there is the man who has won the Grand Prix. The Dutch driver who... Is it the last time we'll see a Dutch driver win the Italian Grand Prix this weekend? Maybe not. But Dom continues a dominance like no other.
Yeah, when you put yourself in amongst it with some of the midfield guys who are on older tyres. We had a guy from back home in Australia, like 300 ping. He was lagging around everywhere. And every time I boxed, I came near him. So it was a risk.
Indeed it was, Ben. Indeed it was. And that will do it. So we finished P10 there with a 3-second penalty.
Alrighty, guys. That will do it. We just got points on our first, well, a point on our first Creator Series drive. And I am absolutely dead. It is 5 AM, okay? It is 5 AM. We could have had so much more if we actually picked our strategy. But you know what? Life gives you lemons, and we ate the lemon.
So thank you guys so much for watching today's first ever Creator Series race around Monza. It was incredible to do this with all these guys. A really wonderful group of people here. Some very fast drivers and just nice people. It was magnificent, and I can't wait to run it back. But yeah, that'll do it. We pretty much did the best we could, I think, with our lack of setup, and our strategy actually was quite good. I said our strategy was bad, but I meant our setup. We fumbled the bag completely. But in what was a very difficult race for us, we managed to finish in the points in our first ever Creator Series race. So I'd just like to say thank you to the Creator Series for giving me the opportunity to race this weekend, and to all of you for supporting me and watching live and watching it now. I've been Ethan, Woody F1. Thank you very much for watching. Until next time, take care and goodbye.